Monsignor, we've both had occasion to view both these videos, and without going into detail, I think it pretty much speaks for itself. The callousness, just the vile content, the way they speak about it. Has society lost its moral compass?
Well, Liz, I think it's easy to say that it did, but I'm wondering maybe if what we really lost is our desire to look for that moral compass. The callousness, as you say, of the whole situation and the dehumanization of this human life. It reminds me very much of what the Holy Father has said in terms of a throwaway culture, that we have a tendency to now use each other for whatever purposes we want, and then when we're through with each other, just literally cast one another aside. And that's a sign of being adrift for sure, but I think that we can, we have the ability to have a moral compass and make use of it, but we're just not focusing in on that.
We have that ability, and that's hopeful.
Sure.
How do we latch on to that? What are we missing?
I think we're missing a deep sense of the dignity of the human person, many times beginning with ourselves, our own dignity, recognizing ourselves as, and all others as, made in the image of likeness of God. And as the Church puts it, the human person is the only aspect, element of God's creation that is an end in him or herself.
Sure.
So we tend to think of everything as a means to an end. And I think that's at the heart of this thing, that just the callousness of using human life, innocent human life, as a means to an end, and somehow soothing ourselves, that saying, well, this is going for the Planned Parenthood videos, this is going for a good end, people will be helped. Forgetting
making excuses.
Yeah, making excuses. Exactly, and not focusing on the humanity of this human life. I was struck by the video I saw last night where they keep referring to the fetal life as the specimen.
Yes, yes. It's like you say, it's dehumanized. Monsignor, I have a very difficult question for you. At a time where we're looking to our leaders to help us find this moral compass, yet some of our leaders have faltered and have seemed to have lost their own moral compasses. What do we do? How do we regain that trust, that faith in our faith?
Sure, you're right that it is a challenging time, but I think that the key to it, I think, is the prospect, the possibility always before us of reconciliation and renewal, that a mistake that has been made or an opportunity that has been missed can be converted.
Okay.
That was always an openness to God's grace, a deeper insight into the truth, but a real recommitment of all of us to the truth, which ultimately is the moral compass that we're kind of drifting away from.
And very quickly, Monsignor, I have to ask you about October, the Synod on the Families, a lot of very topical issues, hot button issues. What is your forecast for that?
Well, it's going to be very hard to determine exactly what is going to happen, but I hope that it will be a time of renewal, in the truth of the dignity of marriage, the dignity of family life, and the new life that comes from families, and the importance of family life in not only laying the groundwork for faith, but really being a source of that moral compass, that desire to do the right thing and to courageously carry it out in all aspects of society. Those things really can't be taught, but they can be learned, I think, or more easily taught from a family, from church, from those nurturing environments.
Sure. Which brings us full circle, right? The humanization, the
exactly.
family.
The humanization.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Monsignor. It's been a pleasure, as always.
My pleasure, Liz. Thank you for having me.